What's up, y'all? My name is Julian and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Are you a pre-med student who is looking for direction as you tackle the challenge of living the pre-med life in college? Well, stay tuned to the end of the video to find out the ways that you can be the best pre-med student possible. So in today's video, I want to give some advice to incoming pre-med students, freshman pre-med students, as well as sophomore pre-med students, because that's still kind of early to, start planning things for junior year. Because there are many mistakes that myself and my friends have made, and not mistakes that we can't come back from, but just things that we could have done differently before that would have made things much easier on us now. So stay tuned to the end of the video if you're interested in hearing more about that. Okay, and if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get the notifications when I post new videos. But just so y'all know, my page is dedicated to helping students of all sorts grow and succeed. And if that's something you feel like you need or you benefit from, then hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and leave a comment. I don't know, y'all, I was about to start singing. Let's not do that today. Because it's not a nice thing to hear even for myself. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so the first piece of advice that I have for pre-med students is to know exactly what you're signing up for, okay? And when I say this, I mean it. Know exactly what you are signing up for. Signing up for pre-med isn't like going, signing up for an organization on campus. It's not like, playing a sport. This is no joke. And I'm not saying this to scare y'all or anything, because I truly do enjoy it, and I think that most people that I know who are pre-med actually enjoy it and are very passionate about it, as I am as well. But it's a lot, and I think that you should be aware of everything that you're signing up for, like, before you even do it. And I say one of the main things is the classes, because some of the classes are very hard. Like biochemistry. Any pre-med student already knows that biochemistry was probably one of the worst experiences of their life. It was definitely one of mine. And I mean, it wasn't impossible, and I definitely learned a lot, which, I appreciate and I'm grateful for. But it was definitely a big challenge, and this comes along with a lot of the pre-med classes, and I think that it's a good thing in a sense, because it's preparing us as best as it can for medical school, even though medical school will probably be 10 times worse than biochem, which sounds scary now that I just said it. But yeah, just know that, you may not have as much free time as your friends who are, in other majors, in other fields, concentrations. You might not be able to go to that party on the weekend because you have to study for all your pre-med classes. During junior year, you definitely probably won't be able to go out as much as you would like because you're studying for the MCAT, which is one of the most important pieces of the application process. So just know what you're signing up for. Just be aware that, you will have to make sacrifices. Let's say that you'll have to make sacrifices of your time, sleep, sanity. Sanity. But yeah, just know what you're signing up for. But I definitely think that if you are interested, that you should go ahead and go with that, because I definitely love this and I have a strong passion for it, as I'm sure that you do because you're watching this video. All right, for the second piece of advice, I would say to start planning ahead, like freshman year planning, freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and maybe even senior year. And this is something that I didn't really do. I guess I had mental plans, but I never made like tangible material, like schedule plans, because a lot of people I know, they actually scheduled out all their classes so that they wouldn't have a semester that was like over the top. And if you watched some of my other videos from last semester, you would see that if I had done that, my mental state would have been much better last semester, because I did the exact opposite and took very hard courses together, as well as taking 5 units at a time. So that was a lot. So definitely plan ahead, plan your summers, plan everything ahead, basically. Just plan ahead, yeah. Okay, and I think the third piece of advice goes without saying, but pay attention in your pre-med classes. Now, you should be paying attention to all your classes because we're students, right? And we're studious. And great students pay attention to all their classes and put their best foot forward at all times, right? But I think it's especially important to pay attention in your pre-med classes, as many of these classes and the course material will actually show up on the MCAT. And if you know anything about MCAT studying, it's very rigorous and it takes a long time to do, especially when you have holes in your knowledge or you didn't take certain classes that you probably should have, which in my case, I definitely would have benefited from taking anatomy and physiology. So definitely, take the time to actually study the material you're learning in your class and try to ingrain it in your head for a long time. Don't just learn it for the test, learn it for the future. That motivated me. Learn it for the future. I'm put that on the shirt. But yeah, make sure that you're paying attention in all your pre-med classes and just try to instill, especially the most important things that your professors point out. Those will likely show up on the MCAT, which I've seen, and things that I've forgotten. So definitely pay attention in your pre-med classes. All right, now for the fourth piece of advice, I would definitely recommend that you do research if it's available at your school. If you watched my last video, then you know that I really enjoy research, and I go do research on Thursdays and Fridays, and maybe something small really quick on like a Monday or a Tuesday, just splitting my cells so that they don't die, but that's neither here nor there. But definitely take advantage of doing research as an undergrad if it's available to you. A lot of students at big universities don't have the opportunities to do undergraduate research because they're competing with graduate students. But at my school, I have the opportunity to do research because we don't have a graduate school for sciences. So all of the research positions are open to undergraduate students, which I think is amazing. And I think that, if you have that opportunity, you should definitely take advantage of it. And I think research has it's really exposed me to a lot. And one of the biggest things that I've done is went to a conference in Anaheim, California to present my research, which was, when I say amazing, like I talk about this all the time, but it was really one of the best experiences of my life. And I'm definitely gonna make a video about it in the future because I definitely want to talk about it and talk about the award that I was actually given, or awarded, excuse me. But it was a really good experience. And I also got to go to Disney World or Disneyland. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was down the street from the hotel and we went. So it was really fun and it was one of the best experiences of my life. So research is amazing. Remember that. Now, if you made it this far in the video and you haven't subscribed yet, I'm just confused on what you're doing. It's really easy. Just go ahead and press that button, just do it from you know what I'm saying. But yeah, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. But back to the advice. All right, so the last piece of advice 5 that I have for this video is, that was actually 10, but yeah. But the last piece of advice that I have for this video is to get to know your professors well, okay? When I tell you this is one of the most important things, especially when it comes to getting your recommendation letters for medical school, because they require a certain amount from certain people. Get to know your professors well, especially your science professors, because they'll be the ones who can speak about you as it pertains to how studious you are, how hardworking you are, how well you work in groups, your diligence in class, things like that. So make sure that you get to know your professors on a personal level. And it can be organic, but it can be very, I guess, planned out in a way. For certain classes, but in my experience it's been organic. But I know people who have been like very, I guess, direct with their intentions, which I don't see the problem with, as long as they know how you are as a student and how hard you work, and can write an effective letter that will convince medical schools that you are would be a great addition to their school. Then I think that whatever approach you take is your approach. And okay, y'all, and that is all for this video today. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this and took something from it. Please listen to the advice I give, because I'm giving it because if I can go back, I would change my own life. So just take this advice, and I hope that y'all are able to have a wonderful pre-med experience, and I wish y'all much success in the future. But without further ado, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for the support.